What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shane Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Guys, I'm going to have a little bit more of a serious conversation here, and we're going to talk a little bit more about Summer Walker. Now, Summer Walker is a very typical case that we see in the black community. And what I'm saying is her example is available in both the male and female cohort. Here you have somebody that has a certain level of talent, but comes from a dysfunctional background. Okay? And so because of that talent, their talent has been able to get them out of a bad situation, but their dysfunctional background has been able to keep them in the same terrible situation. So like 2 steps backwards, 1 step forward, right? And Summer Walker, as we know, got pregnant by London on the track. I believe she had the baby. And, she comes from a bad childhood. I would say somewhat of a disturbing childhood, probably. And, once she started making money, the way that she was dealing with her problems were buying, bags and chains and things like that. Buying expensive things, okay? But then with buying those expensive things came with the level of unaccountability. Right? Now what am I talking about? Because, see, being able to buy those things, she forgot that she couldn't buy the ability to pick the right guy because mom never showed her how to do that. Dad, if he was there, never showed her how to do that, which he wasn't. So what happened when she started dealing with guys like London on the track? And when it wasn't working out, she started to blame all of her problems on him. And not only that, all of her problems on black men. Okay? Now remember this, she says this a few months ago. Take music. Black men gotta start doing better when it comes to being a father. My grandfather lame, my father lame, and this nigga lame, and I guess the cycle will continue. I guess niggas still dealing with the shackles of mental slavery or some ish. Back when white men ripped you from your families and beat you to death and tried to protect them. It goes deep, it's really sad, but at least I can afford to take care of my child. Which, if you think about that, everybody has problems, but it's weak to blame people for your decisions. But now she's saying that she needs to get help, okay? And encouraging others. Because now what she's doing is she is getting therapy. Dating music, bags and chains are nice, but seriously, if you're really gonna drop that kind of money, you should really consider investing in a spiritual life coach and a therapist. Stop the show. Every nigga is a spiritual life coach and a therapist, and didn't go to school for it. Dating music, man, that ish is really liberating. It's essential for healing that childhood trauma that we all have. Stop the show. No, you have it. Don't try to put everybody in your crazy ass life. You're messed up, not me. Dating music plays a major part in transitioning into a well-rounded, multifaceted, evolved, and mature adult. Stop the show. You will still be dealing with Pookies and Ray Rays as a single mom. Dating music, you'll stop hurting yourself and others, only opening up so many doors mentally, spiritually, physically, and financially. Stop the show. You just started last week. How the hell do you know? Like, I hate when niggas start something like then the 1 week and then all of a sudden you're expert on the situation after one good session. Dating music, and honestly, LOL, to come healed is extremely attractive. I hope this encourages someone to start their spiritual mental health journey. Give her a round of applause for that. Because see, what she said is what a lot of black men are dealing with. Number one, a group of sisters, not all of them obviously, but a group of sisters who are totally unaccountable for their own decisions. Like, not to say that London on the track is not a bum, because yes, he is a bum. His other baby mom says the same thing about him. But when you're attracted to those guys, nobody makes you do that. All right? You just go and do it when you already messed up. Secondarily, a lot of brothers are dealing with sisters who have a serious need for some sort of therapy. Okay? And we see, the writings on the wall as to who needs it. It's typically, a sister or even sometimes a brother that comes from a home where there's one parent and the father is not there. Okay? It makes it extremely difficult for a lot of men out there to date a woman that has these issues, because some people are a little bit more okay if they've had, maybe a grandfather in their life or an uncle in their life or something like that. But if they didn't have those things like Summer Walker, it makes it almost unbearable to be in relationships with. But see, here's the issue. You're dating many people, having children, many people, and you need help. And then what you're doing is, not only are you ruining your own life, but you're ruining other people's lives. Because here's the what if. What happens when you come across a brother who is decent? Okay? And I feel for guys like this who actually mean well. They would come in. I was watching an interview on this Jehovah's Witness channel where this brother, came in and he was basically dating his sister. And she was a single mom. She was a Jehovah's Witness. He was trying to come in there and really deal with her, but she had so many problems. All right? It was something that he couldn't even bear. All right? And that's what happens to a lot of black men. A lot of black men, they fall for women that have a lot of problems, right? They may even come from families that don't have these problems. But then they get with this lady that has problems, and then all of a sudden, the guy has to pay for somebody else's problems. Or he's paying for the grandfather's not being there, or for the dad not being there. And do you know what? It's not fair to him, but he pays for it anyway. He extremely pays for it. And what's so, telling to me when it comes to this is that it's totally fine. Then what they end up doing for the guy that's actually treating her nice, she has no ability to accept it or respect it. And that's Summer Walker. Because she's been so messed up, there is no way that any guy of any decency can come in and actually be nice to her where she can appreciate it, because she's not there. She doesn't have the facilities to appreciate that. Then she goes back to the dysfunction of which she came. And see, for a lot of brothers out there, this is one of the reasons why you see a lot of black men dating interracially. Because if the person doesn't have a lot of stability there, it's a lot of work. And for me, don't get me wrong, I've dealt with, like almost 70% of the relationships that I've had have been with a sister that didn't have a father. And like, we have to go through so many things that we shouldn't have to go through. Like, I'm wearing too many hats in the relationship. It's a bigger difference dealing with a woman that if you're dealing with a woman that had both parents, you don't have it, you don't have as many problems at all. And the thing is this, after disrespecting after disrespecting black men, now all of a sudden you have realized that you're the problem. And let me tell you like this, I tell black men the same thing. Just because you had problems with your dad or with your father, that doesn't mean that gives you the right to take your problems to a guy, okay? Because let me tell you what, like ladies, they don't deserve to deal with a guy who got mommy issues or been through some type of problem in his life. That's not her problem. And that's the thing, a lot, like the people that are trying to actually be with you and be in a relationship, they don't deserve your extra ass issues. They don't. The black men don't deserve it, or black women don't deserve it. Okay? They don't need to be having to, they're there for a relationship. Your own personal issues need to be sorted out before you start trying to date somebody, because all you're doing is just bringing over crazy ass stuff. It's just the truth. I know that you're mad. It's not my fault. So guys, it's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe at the bell. Check out the first comment pinned to the top, brothers. I really thank you for your support. And as you know, the buffoonery remains, at an all-time high. I'm out.